Hi everyone, Sean Orleans here for Inside Anarchy. Joining us this week, Gary J. He's here to talk about, as seen on Anarchy, the aftermath of his match with Anakin Murphy. Gary, let's get right to it. Why did you keep raining blows on Anakin Murphy at the end of y'all's match?
I do what I always do. When the bell rings, the match ends. I didn't hear the bell rings, I stopped.
Okay. Let's take this a little bit further then. Aaron Greider comes in, gets you off of Anakin, rings the bell. Crowd starts booing you. That's been the first time in several years that you've been booed in Spalding. How'd that feel?
I mean, I expect them to boo. Like, Anakin's a great kid. They all love Anakin. And, I mean, I was being rough, but I didn't hear the bell. And when I heard the bell, I was done. So, of course they're going to boo.
Okay. On that same track, the boos increased when you got on the microphone and started talking to Anakin as he was being helped to the back. Why? Two-part question. Why did you say what you were saying to Anakin? What prompted that? And how did you respond as the crowd kept booing?
Well, I responded to his response, which was his Inside Anarchy, where he compared himself to me. I like Anakin. This is not personal. I have no problem with him. Obviously, he's my kid. He's like my student. Like, I'm everywhere with that guy. But when he compared himself to me, that's where I draw the line. Like, he's not me. The fact that he did that pissed me off. So, I wanted to show him what it was like to really get his fucking ass kicked.
What about him comparing himself to you was such a problem? I mean, there's a lot of people that say that Anakin reminds them of a younger version of you. So where does that, at what point does that cross a line with you? I mean, you've heard that before.
It crosses a line because we all know Anarchy is my home. I have been there since day one, Sean. I have put myself through absolutely everything to build, create, and make Anarchy what it is today. And then for him to go, oh yeah, I'm just like Gary J. No, absolutely not. That's why I got fucking pissed off.
Okay, so let me make sure I have this right. Your problem is not with the fans comparing Anakin to you or saying that he reminds them of a younger version of you. Your problem is Anakin saying that.
Yeah, absolutely. When Anakin compared himself to me, that's where I draw the line. How am I supposed to keep giving and giving when all people do is take, and take? By all means, this is not personal. I love that kid. But tough love sometimes has to happen. And he has to realize that he can compare himself to me all day. He's not me. He has not sacrificed. And I say that very strongly. Sacrificed his whole life to build and create one place, Anarchy. And until he does that, he won't get the hug, handshake, and high five. We all know I hate that aspect of professional wrestling because you need to earn my respect. And after he said that, my respect for him went out the window.
So what does Anakin have to do to get your respect or to get that handshake? Or is that even possible?
You know, I'm not going to lie. I don't even know if it's possible at this point. After you spend so long pretty much making people stars and sending them on their way and still staying in one spot because you love that area and you love Anarchy, until he does something like that, we'll see how I feel then. But right now, he's nowhere near that.
Okay, so we'll put a button on Anakin here. After you had finished talking on the microphone, Masked Man hits the ring, starts attacking you, takes the mask off. It's Mike Outlaw. He hadn't been in Anarchy in 5 years. Waffles you in the back with a chair and then leaves. He hit up the Anarchy office wanting to fight you in June. We told him, no, you already have a match scheduled, and we'll announce that at a later date. But therefore, on July 29th at Circus Maximus, it's going to be Gary J fighting Mike Outlaw, two of the top wrestlers in the St. Louis area.
See, once again, that's where you're wrong. You said Mike Outlaw versus Gary J. One of the top guys in the area, if not the top guy in the area, and then, well, you know, Mike Outlaw, all of his friends say how great he is, and he's the top guy in their eyes. I've never heard any fans mention Outlaw being a top guy.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts on the match then?
I'm not really concerned. I mean, Outlaw's just not on my level, so I'm going to knock him out.
You sound pretty confident of yourself.
I absolutely confident in myself. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, there you have it, folks. July 29th, Gary J taking on Mike Outlaw. Inside Anarchy, I'm Sean O'Leans.